Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and welcome to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, I'm going to attempt to make two cards using foiling. One showing you how the Minc works, and then just a plain old regular run-of-the-mill laminator. I already have the Minc and the laminator on because I wanted to make this fairly quick. I'm going to be making two cards using GinaK's Delicate Flowers. I'm using the die cuts that come with the stamp set. I may or may not stamp an image. I have already cut it out in foil, but we'll see how that goes. And then we'll be using the stencil that comes with that set, Delicate Flowers. And then I've already cut out some of the Poly-Glaze foiling sheets. I'm going to try to make it a sympathy and a birthday card. And I'm going to start with the Minc. And I plugged it into a different light socket today, so hopefully it's not going to be making the lights bounce around as much. It doesn't seem to be. Now, what I have done is in here, I've taken these sentiments that I've cut out, and I cut foil and placed over it. And you want the shiny side up when you're using the Poly-Glaze, unlike the glimmer machine where the pretty side goes down. Now, I'm just going to run this through. And I've got four sets here, two in silver, and I just used the Heidi Swapp silver that I used the other day, not the copper glimmer that I used, but and this takes a moment to run through. And while that's running through, I'm going to get my second page ready. This is the flowers and the leaves, and again, I've just cut out the foil to fit the images. And I'm just using plain copy paper. For one, my Heidi Swapp didn't come with the carrier sheet. And neither does my laminator. So I just use, unless you're putting in a laminator foil. Now this, I'm just going to let it sit aside to dry, or not dry, to cool down while I stick my second page through. All right. And this feels fairly cool. Okay, so just peel off. And there I have this silver foiled flower. And you can save these. You can take your toner sheets and run those through, and you'll have the reverse. Everything that's white would be silver, and everything that's silver would be white. And then I did cut out, or I did do a sentiment in foil. I may stamp the sentiment. I'll just see if it's too much on the card or if I need to. Okay, that's run through. I'll let that cool. I'm going to turn off my Minc and set that aside. And I'm pulling down my laminator now. And I'm just going to peel these off, and I'll set the silver ones aside. Look at how perfect results every time. Now, I honestly have not tried the Poly-Glaze with the laminator. I have heard you can do that. And see, now this one, I didn't have my foil all the way to the end. So what I'm going to do is take my foil and make sure I have a silver spot covering that and run it back through. But I'm going to run it right now through my Scotch laminator. It's already on and ready to go. Okay, so I'm putting the silver ones aside, and I don't need that carrier sheet. Now for the other card I'm going to do a sympathy card. And I've got this blue denim. This is from Laura Kelly Therm-o-web, the Denim Jeans Blue foil transfer sheets. Now we find out how this works. I have, my machine will set for 3 millimeter or 5 millimeter, and I set it for 3. Let me see if I need to increase it to 5. That worked perfect. It got that missing piece of foil all covered up. All right, so I'm going to leave it on 3 then. And make sure these are all covered. run this one through. I'm doing the same flowers, same leaves. Make sure my papers are all lined up in here. And I'm anxious to see, my foil was sticking out down here, so I don't know if a piece got missed or if it got foiled and I just had excess hanging out. One thing with not having an enclosed carrier sheet is that they sometimes slide around. Now, let's put that one in and see how this did. I'm not seeing, now this did not foil. Okay, so I'm going to up that to 5, which is a hotter heat. So I'm assuming this didn't foil either. But it's odd that the silver one did. So once this spits out, I'll increase the 5 millimeter. Okay, and it's hard to see. Yeah, I upped it to 5, so it's not quite ready yet. It needs to get a little hotter. Yeah, these definitely didn't foil. So put those back in. It's a good thing they didn't because they had all slipped around. All right, so I'm just going to set this back while it reheats up. And I'm going to cut these out. I'll use my large plates. And I had those sitting. It'll take a while to die cut, so I'm going to just put my pieces parts on here and start die cutting. All right, now this is this leaf. All right, now the decision comes as to where this flower needs to go for a good die cut. That's obviously not it. There. Okay. Oh, and that is ready. So let me run one of these through, and hopefully we shall see if my less than $20 Scotch laminator will work. So I'm going to cut out one of those. I see some imprints on there. Might have to, I think what I'll do is I'm going to run it through twice. Just to give it an extra good pressing. All right, now I need that one. Ooh, there isn't one for that. Oh, I pay attention. Okay, now the birthday greetings. I don't think this one's it. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Ah, I think I see it right now. Okay, now before I die cut that, let's see how this did. Aha, I see. Oh, I can't quite get it to shine in the light here for you. Let's see. It is a real pretty blue. Yeah, that one might show on the camera more for you. It foiled well too. Running it through twice on 5 millimeters. thickness, not ounces. So I'm going to run that one through twice. And this is a real pretty blue. But on here, it just sparkles and shines. And I'll save these pieces. So that's the key. Run it through twice on the 5mm thickness. I'll run this one more while I get these cutting out. All right. Oh, yes. That worked wonderful. Oh, so pretty. I don't know if the blue is shining for you, but I've got nice coverage. And that just sparkles. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this while I finish die cutting out all of these pieces parts. First, I'm going to turn off my laminator and set it aside. Because you know how to die cut. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I am back. I have everything die cut out, and it took me 76 seconds. The longest part was getting the flower die to line up. And I will end up stamping the birthday greetings because I did not die cut that out very well. It's totally off center and partly cut off. So I'll use the rubber stamp on that one. Now, I'm going to start stenciling, but I want to do the backgrounds of the card. These are going to be pretty much identical cards except for colors so that you can see how you can take one basic design, the same set, and make different cards. Now I have the waffle flower brick wall stencil here, and I'm just going to lay it down here, and I'm taking GinaK's soft stone, and I have my gray brush here. And I'm just going to do a light background on both cards. Press harder than I did yesterday. I think I need to re-ink my soft stone again. But I just want this to be fairly faint. Just like that. And if you can see, it just gives it a little brick wall background. And I'm going to do the same to the other panel. And this would even look cool. And I'm not doing the whole stencil. I'm just doing bits and pieces. You could even do like just one side of the page, or you could just do in the center and leave the top and bottom bare, kind of like I've done. Now I'm just going to clean this off with my tidy towel. So I got to do a lot more stenciling of these flowers now. Okay. I'm going to stick with my gray brush because these blue are going to be gray flowers. So it's going to be a sympathy card. And I'm using the Delicate Flowers stencil set. And now again, where does this line up at? I see there's, let's see. No way I'm going to get it the first try here. Long petal, short petal. We'll just go around in a circle. Nope. Oh, I think that's the right one now. The other ones will be a lot easier because they are directional. Well, my goodness. Okay, I need something with 3 prongs sticking out. All right. This will take a little bit of time here. Feel free to fast forward through this, but as you can see, this particular flower is not easy to line up on the stencil. Nope, because then that flower over there doesn't line up. All right. No, definitely not. If I find, if I would have left this on the card, it probably would have been easier to figure out where this goes, but I didn't. See, I need 2 random panels right there. Well, I'll be. Nope, that's not right either. I love stencils, except when this happens. Okay, over here is a little short spot that goes in. Is that the little short spot over here? Now I'm going to, let's just go on to the other and I'll figure that out in just a minute. Okay, this one is for the leaves. I believe. Yes, it is. And the leaves, I picked out Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Hickory Smoke, GinaK Stormy Sky, and Slate. I'm going to go, let's see, which color's which. All right, I'm going to go with the Hickory Smoke for the leaves. And I'm just going to do a light hand and do darker towards the center. Let's see how that looks. That looks good. Okay. And then on these little pieces, I'm going to use, go a little darker with Stormy Sky. There we go. That's one of those done. Go back with the Hickory Smoke. And you see, I'm leaving kind of the top of the leaf uncolored. It might have a slight hint of color. But if you kind of leave it white at the edge, it gives it a little bit more dimension. And then back with the slate. And it looks kind of cool with the blue foil. All right. This leaf, let's get that gray cleaned off here real quick. I'm still using gray, but I don't want to get gray where I don't want it to be. All right, now this leaf, flip the stencil over to get the leaf that is going in one direction. And I'm going to go Stormy Sky for the larger leaf. And then I'm going to get a little heavier at the base. Sorry, just got a text message. I thought I had my phone on silent. And flip that one over also. Nope, don't need to flip this one over. Yeah, you do. Okay. And then I'm just going to go with the darker for down here. Just a little shading. Should be a second one of these going the other direction, so I can flip this stencil back over. Oh, wrinkling up the foil I wanted to save. That's okay. Now I want to go with the Slate. It's a little darker at the base. And then Stormy Sky. Okay. A lot of coloring, I do apologize. Feel free to fast forward. I don't mind at all. Now I'm going to do hickory smoke for these leaves. Oop. Okay. Actually, this is a duplicate. I did more than I needed. Okay. So I don't need that one. Wondered I already had some. Okay. Now, for these flowers, let's see how that flower. Yeah, definitely feel free to fast forward if you want, because all this coloring will take a little while. Now on the flower, I'm going to go soft stone with a heavy hand. And I am smashing the bristles. Okay. Now, okay. And I'll use the hickory smoke. Yeah, sure. Fly it across the room. And I'm halfway smashing the bristles on this one. Okay, quickly wipe this and then get this flower lined up. And once I get this flower lined up, I'm just going to go right into the other flower because it'll just be a lot easier to see where that flower goes. Okay, I need a little one with 3 together. Perhaps, wouldn't this be nice if it was just right the first time? Anyone out there knows a secret, please let me know. It just doesn't want to line up. no matter what I do. And I don't mind if it goes off of a flower, but I don't want to have it making a petal where there really isn't one, if that makes sense. Maybe this is not good. Where's that pack? Okay. If I can find it on here, perhaps this is straight up and down on here. And it is. Okay. So this might be a lot easier. Well, this is the way it goes. Okay. Down here we've got this one sticking out. I know everybody's probably laughing, saying, oh, but no, if you cut this out, you might want to keep it in the same orientation that it was. That looks like it should be it. But it's not. It sticks out. Okay, that wasn't helpful. Right here, perhaps. No, definitely not. Okay, this one over here has a really big fat end. I think it's this one. Oh, I got it. Okay, got it. My goodness, that was a work and a half. Okay, now I'm going to do this in a light coating of hickory smoke. And I'm going to go both directions with my brush. And I'm kind of leaving the ends undone. And I'm going to come in with a little bit of slate just at the center. And then the other one should line up just like this. And it does. That's the key. I'm going to go Stormy Sky on these petals. And I'm going to go one way around, and then I'm going to go back. Voila. We have one gray and blue flower. Okay, clean this. Then we'll get into the other flowers. So do feel free. I say I'm already at 28 minutes on the recording. But once I get these done, then it shouldn't be a problem. So I just need to line this flower up. We're going to do this one first. Okay, I'm looking for the really wide, which is right there. And there we go. Oh, that was so much easier. Okay, I've chosen 3 colors of pink: Bubblegum, Dusty Rose, and Medium Carnation. And I'm going to go with Bubblegum first. Just kind of a light layer. And I'm going to put a little bit of Medium Carnation in the center. Okay. So much easier. Now I'm going to take Dusty Rose. There's a pretty pink flower, and that took a lot less time than before. Okay. Now leave these pinks out. And we'll do these flowers real quick. I want to do these in Bubblegum Pink. with I'm going to smash my petals, or the bristles of the brush. I want this to be a dark flower here. Dark flower. Okay. And these are the leaves. So I'm going to get my green brush. And today I'm going with light and medium spruce. And I'm going to go with medium spruce. I just thought the darker, oh, and it does. The darker color goes nicely with the pink. And I'm not really pressing hard. Medium spruce is just a dark color. I'm not flattening my bristles at all. And now on these ones, let's see. Get these all on. There we go. This one's going to be the medium spruce. Let's get my bubblegum pink ink out of here, or my dusty rose pink, and cover it up. And then I do need to flip this one over to do the other side. Oh, I guess I really don't. Nope, same direction. All right, and then I'm going to take my light spruce to do the other one. Just need to get some of this dark off here. Yeah, this one you need to flip it. And I want to do my light spruce. Light spruce. And then this one will be light spruce. Get it back going the right direction. See the wording on the stencil. There we go. I'm going to do light spruce. And then go in with the medium spruce just for the bases of the flowers. Just to add a little bit of shadowing. And that's enough. All right. Done stenciling. Now we can put these cards together. All right. Oh, I forgot those ones. Okay. I'll just use what's left on my brush here. And use a heavy hand. Okay, which one is it? That would be this one. There we go. And I'm going to go. Oh, I picked up my pink brush, but that's okay. Where's my green brush? We'll just go over that. You can't even tell there was pink on it. Nope, can't see the pink at all. Okay, now I can start putting these cards together. I'm just going to set these aside, clean up on that real quick. Looks like it might be a 40-minute video, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, nothing on my hands. Let's put these bases together. I used GinaK's Master Layouts 8. So this is 4.5 by 6.5 inch black with 4 3/8 by 6 3/8 inch white. My card was 5 by 7. So that measures 10 inches by 7 inches. You score it at the 5-inch mark, fold it, and crease it with your bone folder. I am going to stamp on one, so I won't put the white on until I get it stamped. And I'm going to do this one is going to be my sympathy card. And it seems weird being in blue and gray, but it actually looks really nice together. I'm not sure what all pieces I want. Most likely won't use everything I had cut out. Yeah, I'm not going to. That's going to be my layout here. These I'm going to glue down flat. And then I'm going to pop up the center flower. It's the cutting and finding the center of that one stencil was what really had me stymied. And if I had just thought to use the paper as a design, showing me which way it was up. Now I'm using, these are about a little over 1/8 of an inch high foam dots. These I got at Hobby Lobby. Any you have will work. And I must have dislodged this. I'm on my husband's old work desk, which is not even. So I have wood slabs underneath here to keep it level. And I must have dislodged one of them. So let me put this over here. There we go. There. All right. So I'm going to put the sentiment on this one. Sorry for your loss. And I'm going to pop that up with just a little bit of foam tape. You know what? Actually, I'm going to stamp on it also. I'm going to show you how you can stamp once you've got everything already done. So I'm just going to take the 2 sentiments and stamp them. All right. Stamp set is up here. Sorry for your loss. Just make sure that it's right side up and looks fairly straight. Then you can still stamp. As long as I have a grip mat in here, I don't have to worry about my old magnets anymore. It holds it down. But to make sure it's straight, I'm just going to put a little piece of acetate in here. And I have a scrap. Where's my scrap acetate? There we go. Just cover that up and stamp on it so that I can see if my sentiment is straight. And it is. All right. Perfect. All right. That's card number 1, other than the embellishments that I'm going to put on it. Clean off this sentiment. And I pretty much know that I'm going to do the basic same flower layout. So now I can stamp down in this corner. And I wanted to do the birthday greetings right there. And make sure it's right side up. That one's a little easier for me to tell that it was straight because it's a bigger stamp. Okay, now I'll do the same, put this card together. I had almost thought about doing this live. This would have been a several-hour video. Okay, going to do the same basic layout so that you can see two cards can be different just by changing up some colors. Now, I only did one of those, so do I want to cut this down and have a few little flowers, which I think I do. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm going to, don't be afraid to give your items a haircut. And I'll just save that for another card. All right, glue these down flat. And the seam. Now I'll take this flower and possibly one of those leaves and put it on the outside of the envelope. Because I do like to have something on the envelope. Okay. Now, I'm just going to get my little glue bottle and I'm going to put those clear dome gems that I used in yesterday's video. And I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to put them in the same spot over here just to make it the same. All right, and I'm just going to use the tiny one. So I'm going to dump these out and just use the tiny ones. These I got off Amazon. I do have the link to them below. Now, do remember, I am an Amazon affiliate. So if you click the link and buy anything, I do get a very small percentage of that. I want you to know up front, you don't have to buy anything at all. But it is there if you want to make use of that. Now, come on, get back on there. And then one of the teeny tiny ones for here. Now, when you first put these on, they will look a little cloudy because of the white glue being behind them. But the glue dries very quickly, and then they turn crystal clear. I need to sharpen my wax pencil. Another one of the medium-sized little ones. Well, get off my finger. I need one more teeny tiny one, which is right there. Okay. These are my cards for today. This is the birthday one done in pink with a silver foil using the Minc machine. This is the gray and blue foil sympathy card that I used using a Scotch cheapo laminator. It does really well. It foiled nicely. Remember, on the 5mm mark. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I apologize for this being a long video today, but I hope you have a great rest of your day.